guess what today is? Today is the first race of the season in Hillingdon. Part of the Winter Circuit Series. My dog's pulling me. Yeah, so I'm excited for it. I've never actually raced in Hillingdon, so it's a first for me. How am I feeling? Not great, to be honest. I'm still recovering from a hangover on Thursday. Today's Saturday morning. So yeah, let's see how the legs feel. I gotta go get some breakfast and rehydrate myself and just make sure the bike is in good nick to cycle, because I didn't really check that yesterday. Breakfast meal, you saw toast and honey. Not absolutely groundbreaking stuff, really simple, just literally plain carbs. So by the time it comes race, I'm basically digested already. That's the idea of it. I'm not really looking for any protein, no fats, but I do need some coffee. That's the only fat I'll be having because of the milk. But then it is a bit early for caffeine, right? But I'm gonna have coffee now, and then I don't have it with me. You know, one of those bad boys, the caffeine tablets that has like double the amount of coffee does. I'm gonna have one of those an hour before the race and get absolutely pumped up. And yeah, that's my breakfast. Check out the fucking race day bling. The bike is looking clean. Well, it's a little bit dirty here and there, but we are ready. Hang on, I actually changed my chain and my front chain ring last night. That's why I was afraid of probably fucking up this morning by it not riding properly. But it's riding all good, and I have a bigger chain ring. It's a 46 tooth. Before I had a 42, so there was a massive risk of spinning out. Actually, there is a risk of spinning out. I did it last time. So yeah, 46 is a bit better. I got it on eBay for literally 30 quid, so absolute steal. What I want to do eventually is get one of those aero rings and a 50 tooth in the front, but this will do for now. Yeah, looking hella clean, hella sweet. Right, carbs. What do I got in my bottle? Here, 100 grams of carbs and some electrolytes, about 1,000 grams of sodium. And in here is just water and electrolytes for the actual race. About 500 grams in there. Man, I'm feeling ready. I'm feeling ready. I underestimated the ride there. It's gonna be like another hour and it's already 11:30, so I gotta get going pretty much now if I wanna be there half an hour before the race. I still have to register. I still have to sign up and all that crack. So yeah, I'll see you at the race, I guess. Yo, first time on this track, doing like a recon. It's 12:46. Race starts at 1. It's actually a pretty cool track. I never even I saw it on one YouTube video, but not like to full course extension. I mean, it's just highlights of it. So far, I'm liking it. It's pretty smooth. It's a proper track. I thought it was just like a sort of closed road, but it's actually a cyclist track. Very similar to Lee Valley. And sort of open. I can feel the wind. Yeah, here's the wind. Probably can't hear me anymore. And there's rabbits. There's rabbits. Oh god, hopefully no rabbits smash into me. But it seems like a pretty straightforward track that you can pedal through the whole way, which is good, because that suits me. I need to keep pedaling and stick behind people, save my energy. Alright lads, wish me luck. I'll see you at the start line.
Okay, so the race just started, and yeah, no, this race was difficult, not gonna lie. I pretty much messed up very early in the race, which cost me, not the race obviously, I still would have done pretty similar in in terms of like positioning and my result in the end, but I could have made things a lot easier for myself if I just made the right decisions. So anyway, before we get on to that, here we are. There's a nice little line already formulated, but I'm not at a wheel here. I don't know why. I guess I didn't really pay attention. But anyways, I knew there was a turn and a bend coming up here, so I guess just powered on until the bend, because I knew at bends usually the lines and the groups would just sort of shift around, and so it did. I get at least one guy that came out of the line, and I get to draft him, and we're pushing some high watts here, you know, already at the start of the race. I'm feeling at this point not bad, okay? At this exact moment I was thinking this race is not bad if it holds on to this. But then I realize, I look up and I'm like, oh god, there's a breakaway happening. There's a breakaway happening, and I am so far away from that breakaway. So I'm thinking, should I stay here? What should I do? Should I attack this group to get to the other breakaway? So what I ended up doing is I attack right here, but so did everyone. You know, so I was just saying, okay, at least the group is trying to catch up to the front group, as we should. I know we like, wouldn't really make sense if we just hold back, especially because the laps are fresh. I mean, this is only the start of the race, and we haven't been pushing too hard. I felt comfortable until this moment. So then I think, great, I'm at the top of the group. I even pressed my brake there for a little bit, thinking, right, let me stick behind this big guy, because me and him were probably the biggest guys there, and we were good targets to get drafted by, let me just put it that way. And I'm thinking, okay, I realized that guy wasn't the start of the group, and it's way further up, so I had to attack again, leaving the other guy that I love drafting behind, and stuck onto this guy. Honestly, all I was trying to do was just preserve my energy. That was my tactics, but it was not working out, because every time I attacked and then found a wheel, I realized there's another group and another group up front and then another group in front of them, and I was thinking, how did this all happen? They must have absolutely belted it from the start, because I didn't see anyone go too hard at the very beginning. So anyways, you could see there's quite a few people up front, and I'm thinking, okay, let's go for it. I'm feeling not too bad. I think if I can throw quite a few watts here and catch the group, they're just right there, you know, catch the group, let's go. So I push 192 heart rate. For me, my max heart rate is 205, 206, so I can stay at this heart rate for another couple of minutes to at least try to catch the group in front of me. You can see them, they're little speckles. But what I did in this move was brought the two guys with me, so they're behind me getting an absolute gorgeous draft that anyone would ever dream of. 6'4", built like a fucking, I don't know what. Yeah, so I'm doing 500 watts, they're probably doing 200, you know. And I'm at this stage, I'm thinking, gosh, I just blew the biggest match of all time trying to catch this group, because not only am I doing a lot of power here, the group in front are absolutely pushing. Like, these guys were strong, and the standards for Cat 4 was insane. Even everyone said it after the race. This was the second race since the winter time, and the first one, people were saying they were doing 60 watts less average in the whole race compared to this race. So 60 watts is a lot of a difference average. So I carried this guy over. He's from Brixton Cycles. I know him. I've raced with him a few times, spoken to him a few times, and obviously this was my mistake, going by myself, towing him all the way to the top group. He manages to stick on to the top group. Fair play to him. But I'm thinking, this is not my race anymore. I'm pretty gassed. I did over 400 watts for a while, and over threshold at least anyway. I stick back. I look behind me and I see, right, it's me, maybe one other guy behind me, and from now on my focus is fighting for points, at least get into 9th or 10th. So at this stage I believe I am 8th. Then he passes me. He asks me if we want to work together to go to the group. I'm thinking, I said yes, but in my mind I'm thinking, mate, I'm already fucked. So if you can give me a draft, and let's see how I feel afterwards. Let's go. So he pushes. We're doing good watts again. My FTP is 320-ish, 315 maybe, 320 on a good day, let's say. So I'm well over threshold here for the good majority of the start of the race. And I'm heavy. So, and I'm not really, I haven't been getting any draft really since the start of the race, if you think about it. So I've been basically a parachute in this track. It was a very windy day too. The headwinds were disgusting. Like, it looks like a nice day, but honestly, it was quite windy. So he pulls over for me to get a go, and I'm still not recovered. I'm still not recovered. I just feel sorry for the guy, because when he was pushing, I was doing over 300 watts. Now when I'm pushing, I'm struggling to hit over to 300 watts. So I turn around and tell him I'm fucked.
My legs are fucked, you go.
So at that moment I was like, oh, my legs are fucked. He tells me, fair enough. Fair enough, he says, and then he speeds off. And I'm jealous of him. I'm really jealous, because he is, I don't know, maybe 70 kilos if even. I'm 95. So he was just able to just fly away there, and I'm thinking, how the hell did you do that? I'm such a truck compared to him. He's like a motorbike. And then I see this guy behind me. I'm thinking, yup, here's a guy that I can draft. Another guy that's at least, is on 6 foot. So at least I know we're not going to get to the front group, but what I do know is I can relax a little bit and share the load and be efficient, because by myself is such a no-go, especially on a windy day. So me and this guy, I forget his name, sorry, but thank you very much for doing turns. Really helped me out. So before the rest of the race, it's basically this, me and him, and one more guy. He comes up shortly, but we were sharing the load for a bit. Then when I realized we were about to get lapped, yeah, I said it, we got lapped by the top group. But that's not too surprising though, is it? Like, they had really, really strong people working efficiently in a group. Me and him were not that efficient. There's only 2 of us, and we weren't exactly pushing. We were just, hanging on for dear life at this stage. So yeah, we've done this. I'm going to fast forward to when we get lapped. So at this stage of the race, it was about halfway through, I'd say, and I've sort of given up on trying to catch the front group, and then to my surprise, they were behind me. I was like, what? That is the front group. Look how much faster they were going than me. And I'm like, oh my god, this is not what I expected at all. So I'm like, okay, right, let's just forget about that. and let's just try to stick on to the back of this group and see, just to test it out, see what they're doing, see how they're going, and just test the waters. So yeah, and that didn't last long. I didn't stick on. I think it's because the motivation was gone, you know what I mean? Like, my heart rate was fine, my power, I wasn't really pushing. I was just thinking, race is over. My race is with this guy in front of me and the guy in front of him, because that would be 8th, 9th and me 10th, I think. So we hang on to this group for quite a bit actually, but honestly I'd consider this the end of the race. There's nothing at all happening. Basically the top group lapped us, I tried to stick on, then I drift away, and I'm basically solo finished until the end. So yeah, 10th place is what I got. Not great, but can't complain. First race, and next week Lee Valley, so hopefully that will be better. Let's go.
Oh, we made it out of the tube. This time, you know, I didn't cycle, man. My legs were dead. I basically got the tube to Central, which sliced the journey time by about 70%. Oh, my legs are literally still cramping. Like, standing on that train, I almost got a cramp. That's how bad my fucking cramps are right now. Weird one though, my camera kept dying mid-race, just randomly. And I was like, fuck, I'm trying to concentrate here. Thank you very much. I fucking love suya. It's probably my favorite thing to eat on its own. So spicy as well. Woo! Windy. If you never had suya before, I fucking recommend it. It's some of the tastiest shit you'll ever have in your life. And that's no exaggeration. So, if you don't know what beef suya is, it's basically like a tin piece of meat, like a steak sort of, and it's on the grill, or like a barbecue style grill. And it's just absolutely topped with spices. So much spices that you can barely even breathe. So close to being home. Can't wait to go home and eat my beef suya. I nearly finished the goddamn thing before I remembered to show you. I'm fucking munching away at it. So these here are the little beef bits, and they're so fucking spicy. Oh god. Then they put a bit of veg in it as well. So good though. Yeah. Even she wants some. Oh man, Peckham suya guy, you're the man. Absolute beast of a thing. So here we are, a few days later. I'm just gonna give a quick rundown before I end the vlog of the race. So I know what happened. I know what I did wrong. I'm not saying that I would have gained any positions. I probably would have still come 9th or 8th, but I think I should have blown my gasket so many times and just using all my beans at the very start of the race. I mean, I was literally like a parachute in that circuit. The wind was so strong, and I'm not exactly a climber, am I? I'm more built like a fucking rugby player on a bike. So with that said, I've started to change my training plan. I'm going to do a lot more threshold work and durability work, basically, where I'm going to do stuff like sweet spot for reps, like 15 minutes 3 times, you know what I mean, with a 3-minute to 5-minute break. I'm also going to do overs and unders, so over threshold, under threshold for 10 minutes, like intervals basically. And hopefully with that I'll be able to
hold threshold a lot longer so that I don't get dropped from the breakaway. That's my next priority, really. Not to win. I know I want to win a race, but I think the one thing I need to focus on is to be able to hold on to the race. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm racing again this weekend in Lee Valley, so hopefully that'll be a better result. And yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for getting here. The dog is still comforting me after my horrible performance, but I mean, at the end of the day, I still got a point, so success. But the lapping, I'm telling you, that lapping really hurt my confidence. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you in a bit. Thanks for watching, and bye.